The Dysfunction Files, Episode 29. These pills will be televised. How Big Pharma bought your big screen. I live in the boonies. Out here, cable isn't something you watch. It's something you run your cows under. For you young folks, cable TV was what we used to pay for so we could watch the same 5 channels and some football on Sunday. In rural America, rabbit ears don't just fail, they mock you. High-speed internet is a punchline with no setup. But part of my life is still in the city. My kids go to school there, my clinic's there, and that means occasionally we step back into civilization's living room. Network TV. And dear God, after a summer away, I turned it on and thought, what the hell am I actually watching?
Like a relentless weed, moderate to severe Crohn's disease symptoms can keep coming back.
Obesity is America's deadliest epidemic.
This is America.
Touch can make 2 feel like 1, or simply be a helping hand.
I live on podcasts and true crime, mostly podcasts about true crime. So maybe I've lost my tolerance for the old medium, but seriously, before broadcast TV goes completely extinct forever, can we just stop and say, what the fuck? There is no actual content on TV anymore. It is an endless infomercial, and 99% of it, pharma ads. In 1 hour the other day, I saw pharma ads after pharma ads, a med-mal attorney ad, another pharma ad, a commercial for toilet paper, and one for the RSV vaccine. So, another pharma ad. It's grotesque. The glowing sunlight, perfect teeth, people kayaking into the horizon while a voice gently whispers about diarrhea and sudden death. This isn't health education, it's marketing. It's a pharmaceutical psyop, one of the biggest propaganda campaigns in modern history. If you're interested in my rant, let's get into it. Sorry, I'm having a hot flash. How it all started. Once upon a time, not that long ago, prescription drug ads were for doctors. The people you went to after Googling for 27 minutes and decided you definitely had a rare tropical parasite. Back then, the companies pitched to medical doctors. The medical doctors decided, and your TV still showed soap operas and bad newsroom haircuts. Then the 1990s happened. In 1997, the FDA quietly loosened the rules. Instead of listing every terrifying thing that could happen if you took a drug, advertisers could do the cute, feel-good vignette and shove the scary stuff onto a website or a phone number. Translation: a company could spend billions telling you why you're broken and mention, quote, sudden death in the same breath as, the sunset. After that, it was fireworks. Ad budgets exploded. Companies discovered that if you could make people want a drug, not just need it, you could gin up demand faster than a TikTok trend.
Because it's iconic, and I love to do iconic shit.
Suddenly, the patient became the marketing department. Watch the commercial, feel a flutter of worry. March into your doctor's office and say the magic words. Can I try that new medication I saw on TV? Boom, prescription. Cha-ching. And here's the best part. Most countries said no thanks to this banana republic. The US and its one lonely friend, New Zealand, let it slide. Everywhere else, direct-to-consumer pharma ads are banned or tightly restricted. They just didn't want corporations converting prime-time nostalgia into a 24/7 lobbyist machine. Meanwhile, we invited the wolf to run our henhouse, and then wondered why our eggs cost more. So yes, we went from physician-only journals to slow-mo joggers telling you a pill will fix your feelings, and we wonder why the trust between patient and doctor is frayed. Well, it's been monetized. How it paid off. The dollars behind the spin. Let's talk about what really happened after those rule changes. Spoiler alert, it wasn't better health outcomes. It was record-breaking profits. Within 5 years, drug ad spending shot up over 400%. By 2024, $6 billion a year just to make you think you're dying. I can do that for free. And it worked. Prescription drug sales exploded. Pharma CEOs got richer than airline CEOs. And at least airlines have to land the plane. Here's the punchline. For every dollar they spend convincing you you're broken, they make more than $2 back in prescriptions. That's not healthcare. That's a slot machine with side effects. In the last 20 years, Big Pharma's profit margins have outpaced oil, tech, and banking. Wrap your head around that. They spend more on marketing than on research. And guess who's paying for it? You. Me. Everyone who's ever paid for insurance, a copay, or taxes. They call it raising awareness. I call it manufacturing illness. Because when you can convince the public they're perpetually unwell, you've got a customer for life. And this is where it gets dark. Because once they've perfected selling the pill, they figured out how to sell the disease. Selling sickness since 1997. Once pharma realized they could sell pills directly to people, they asked themselves a simple question. And 0.26 milliseconds later, they arrived at the answer. What if we also sold them the problem those pills fix? Enter the golden age of disease branding. Don't have an illness? Don't worry. They'll make one up for you. Congratulations. You don't just have tired legs. You have restless leg syndrome. You're not stressed. You have generalized anxiety disorder. You're not eating drive-through tacos at 10 p.m. You have irritable bowel syndrome. And ladies, PMS just rebranded itself as PMDD so they could sell you the same antidepressant twice. This wasn't medicine. This was marketing alchemy. Convince people that normal human emotions are symptoms. Rename those emotions with an acronym that sounds clinical. Then roll out the Ask Your Doctor campaign, and boom, existential angst becomes quarterly profit. It's genius, really, in a horrifying way. Because if you control the definition of disease, you control the demand for the cure. They blurred the line between feeling bad and being sick, between making crappy life choices and needing medication. And we bought it, literally. The result? A nation medicated into submission. Kids on stimulants, women on antidepressants for PMS, men on statins they don't need. Our collective baseline became chemically optimized discontent. While the rest of the world worked on actual cures, we built marketing departments. America didn't cure cancer. We cured quiet moments of self-reflection. Feeling fine? Ask your doctor. I bet there's something wrong. The cost of the cure and other lies we bought. Here's the part nobody puts in the commercial. The cost. Not the copay, the cost. Because when you turn healthcare into marketing, the patient isn't the customer anymore. They're the product. Every time a smiling actor twirls through a field, someone's insurance premium goes up. Every time a $100 million ad campaign launches, another doctor visit turns into a negotiation instead of a conversation. We spend more on prescriptions than some families spend on food. We've normalized $600 injections, $4,000 inhalers, and $50,000 infusions, with ad budgets bigger than NASA's outreach program to fake another moon landing. In 1990, Americans spent $40 billion on prescriptions. Now, $600 billion. That's not inflation, that's indoctrination. Meanwhile, side effect disclaimers roll faster than the national debt counter, and that sucker's moving pretty fast if you haven't seen it. We've built a system where it's easier to get a pill than a primary care appointment, where prevention isn't profitable, and chronic illness is the subscription model. The spiritual toll? Massive. We've outsourced responsibility to dependency, medicated grief, numbed exhaustion, branded every human imperfection as a symptom. We don't ask what caused the problem anymore. We just ask if there's a coupon. And the best part? Well, we just cheer it on. We call it progress because Big Pharma wrapped it in sunlight, soft piano music, and a woman kayaking at sunset. But this isn't progress. It's dependency disguised as destiny. A $1 trillion illusion that health comes from a bottle and not a body. Which brings us back to Seronequel, the only drug honest enough to admit it's a scam.
Are you suffering from unexplained fatigue? Disappointment with your career choice? Your spouse? Or your unemployed adult children who still live in your basement? Introducing Seronequel, the once-daily solution for everything you didn't know was wrong with you, because dysfunction is better. With a smile. Side effects may include dizziness, explosive diarrhea, memory loss, divorce, existential dread, an unexplained affinity for wearing aluminum hats, a strange new obsession with groundhogs living on your property, and, in rare cases, sudden cardiac death. Ask your doctor if Seronequel is right for you. Or just ask Woody, Seronequel, because your dysfunction deserves a smile.
Take your health back, and your remote too. So what do we do now? How do we pull ourselves out of the $1 trillion illusion that sold us sickness as salvation? We start by remembering that health is not a product. You can't buy it, subscribe to it, or order it from a glossy ad during Monday Night Football. We take our health back the old-fashioned way by doing the stuff that doesn't make anyone rich, by sleeping, moving, eating food that still remembers what dirt is, and by asking why our bodies are out of balance instead of which drug will hide the symptoms. And we start saying no thanks to pharmaceutical fairy tales about kayaking grandmas who found their sparkle on immunosuppressants. We start calling out the absurdity, the fine print that says may cause sudden cardiac death under a shot of two people clinking wine glasses. We remind Big Pharma we're people, not profit margins, and that no one's falling for the slow-mo field twirls anymore. It's time to ban direct-to-consumer drug advertising. Time to demand transparency. Time to stop letting billion-dollar corporations rewrite human biology just to sell us back our own serotonin. Until then, keep your dysfunction, but take your health back. Turn off the TV. Tune into your body. And remember, the only thing more powerful than Big Pharma's marketing is an informed patient who's done being played. This ad is not approved by the FDA, Woody, or anyone with a brain cell. That'll do it for me. I'm Dr. Kristen Lindgren, and thank you for tuning into another episode of the Dysfunction Files. If you found this episode useful or at least entertaining in that what is happening to humanity kind of way, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, and share it all with a friend. Every click helps this channel fight the algorithmic overlords that would really prefer you didn't hear this stuff. If you're ready to step outside Big Pharma's ad grip and actually take control of your health, come find us at Lindgren Functional Medicine. Visit our website or give our office a call. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, stay skeptical, keep learning, and remember, awareness is contagious. I'll see you for the next one. Bye for now.